Welcome back to the Beastmen rework campaign. Last time we left off, we were at quite an exciting moment. Whether or not we could defend our village, which the auto resolve says we are going to lose valiantly. So let's try fight out these savage orcs. So the army consists of a lord, mostly infantry, and a single unit, cavalry unit. We have a lot of harpies, and let's see how it goes. So apparently we can't just leave our hearthstones undefended. They aren't structures that are totally immune to being raided. So we have to defend our territory somewhat. We have to regularly patrol the stones and piss on them in order for everyone to know that this is our territory. So the Winds of Magic seem fine. I don't even know if we have a spellcaster. We actually have a spellcaster. Yes, Devolve, which decreases charge speed, melee attack, and speed. So we can either use it to chase down an enemy unit or to reduce the incoming mass of the cavalry, for example. Or we have a Vile Tide, massive magical damage, large explosion, strong versus a single unit. Weak against armor, but that's no problem against the orcs. I think the savage orcs. I think if it's nice against a single unit, I think we'll try to bombard the lord with it. So what are we to do here? Well, we could take the uphill advantage since they're going to come to us. They have no rangers whatsoever. We have these Centigors and these Angor Raiders. Okay, I actually thought these were the throwers, but they seem not to be. But I think we'll still take the hill. And we really want our spears to protect our flanks. So I think we keep them separate.
Dark beasts.
Something like that. And then we want our vanguard. So they will run at some point, and I think we can have our... Oh. So that's I have default lock. I don't think it's that useful on the cavalry, but I think it makes it easier for controlling the rest of them. Okay. We can have a spellcaster right here in front, and he should be able to escape. And then we have some spears. We have not tied to a single button, and these do not cause fear without our lord being there. So I think we'll just use these as an harassment force. I don't know. I don't think they are that strong in melee, and there aren't any targets that we really want to pick off because these are all melee units. So maybe they can harass the cavalry a little bit, or maybe we'll just use them to pick off anything. But let's see how it goes. So I think fire at will is fine, and they shouldn't be in skirmish. I think this is fine. Maybe we close up. Maybe we make a little glory Davi circle right here to see if we can hold them. And maybe, just maybe, we can have these come in from the back and then hammer them. So I don't see their lord anywhere. He's there. And none of these have any projectiles. They seem like they be coming right at us. Maybe we should have moved them a little earlier. Okay, so we can't snap for some reason. It's just you know, how long it takes to cast. Okay, it did some damage, and we have plenty of winds of magic too. We are getting overrun here. So I think we want to just attack them from behind right here. I think we can make another explosion right here and try to hit the Lord as much as possible. And they just walk right there. We don't want that. And maybe we should have like one of these. Like, chase off all the oh, and that's us routing. That's not too great. We already have one. Lost one. So these really weren't great in melee, but we kind of knew that. Or at least I think we should have known that. Can't seem to move it. We have a lot of their infantry riding right now. That's very good. But we are also getting massacred over here. Yes. I think we can, maybe we can break these. We are breaking as well. That's not too great. So this probably wasn't the best. We need all the... We really need to route these. Totally. I don't think we can afford to... I think they remember there being a switch to melee weapons button, but not quite sure. Ah, dang it. This all came back. So I think we need to keep off the guys. Yes, and they routed again. That's great. We really need to keep all of them totally off the field. This is not too great. But it's not too shabby. Yes, keep them off the field. So we have rallied right here. And I think we have used up all the winds of magic now. Cravens, all warriors flee. I think we need to hit them right now. Okay, we got them off the field as well. Shaman is fleeing as well. I think we need to... I don't know what we need to do. It's not going too great at the moment. Everything is just constantly fleeing. But if we can get their leader, maybe. I don't know. So the Davi defense, that didn't work out too well for us. We need to keep away from that full health guy and then route them one by one. Please, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. No. Rallying. Okay, none of their guys are leaving. That guy is. think we need to... Maybe this guy needs to move as well. It's not too great, this. Oh, I think we lost this one. Oh, we actually got that one off the field totally. I'm really wondering if we can assemble some critical mass to make them route instead of us. And I think we have the speed. No, 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 no! Oh, we lost our righteous. So I think this is really poor management of resources. We didn't get to spend all of our ammo. Yeah, and they ran right there. And they ran right there. So all we have is these flying units now. And I don't know what we can do with those. I think if we could get their leadership would drop so much. So bad that these doesn't cause fear without all our units have routed. And like the single spearman that we were protecting. Yes, that weren't routed. Kill their leader. Actually, no. Don't flee. We were so close. Okay, so we scattered our forces too soon. I think we were relying a little bit too much on us having any advantage at all, but we didn't. I think I really could have played that better. Because we have so much HP in the Harpies, and they actually seem to do quite good damage when they landed. Maybe used a little bit of our magic a little sooner. Tough one. Maybe we should have focused a little more on their leader. If we could have... We had like 7, and we could have maybe, if we had kept our Bray Shaman alive, cut their leader down a little sooner, and that would have led to routing quicker. So maybe we learned a little bit from that. Valiant defeat. So we have to move back and crush him. Yes, they must be made to pay. Speed for all units. So maybe we should actually take another region instead, because we have gotten this one back now. Maybe not so far up north. And Carrick 8 Peaks is probably going to be very hard to take. The Misty Mountain. Maybe we should try to take this region instead. Let's see if we can do that. I'll try. Raise the Hearthstone. And we wanted the Winds of Magic, which also provides line of sight over all regions in Bloodground. And I'm guessing that's in the specific Bloodground. And it provides us with the Harpies. Okay, so we'll try that. I'm wondering when we get any population. +9 per turn. So, and how much do we need? We need 1 surplus. Or what? So we actually just need the gold to be able to upgrade it. Reload time reduction is effectively a damage increase, which is great. I think this is so general that we want it, and since we have taken this region and we're going to fight in the Misty Mountains, let's get the dwarf damage. But what should we be aiming for? Ambush battles? Siege battles? Rituals of ruin? I think we're working on this one. 4 heroes. Oh, not 4 battles, but 4 heroes in your army. Okay. We could exile our bull from our army to get this one going at least. Okay. We're actually working on this one. Current amount 2. That would be the orcs and the dowry probably. Okay, so we actually just want some gold. I think we are fine with the army we have, so let's just end it and then get going. So, a little bit of a setback right here from the get-go. Not too great, but we get the diamonds, but I don't think our faction is actually able to trade anything, so... But we keep the dwarfs from having the diamonds. We'll swarm this place. Okay, so what should we be going? Okay. Gluttony. The herd is noisome and disgruntled. More so than usual. They resent having to worship the hearthstone for yet another night, and instead decided to feast. A wild night. Worship, you beasts. +5 leadership. Plus chaos corruption. All characters. I think this seems like I think we take the worship. Bow down to your gods. So, which one? The Kratom, and that's nearby. And the Death Gorge. Okay, I think we'll take this one next. We even got the biggest one right from the get-go. That's perfect. So I think we go to raiding stance, since we... Why can't we go to raiding? Let's go raiding. So now we generate a little bit of gold at least. That's not too bad. We get vision over everything. That's great. So siege battles. I wonder whether or not these non-world settlements count. This could have a CA. Oh. It's an army or hero. That's an army. Quite a large army. We are bringing way more income from raiding than they are. We can't see their garrison? Yes, we can. So it consists of all boys and goblins. I think we can take out this one. So it seems like a fairly straight on fight, but I think we want to steal them or something, and so let's fight it. We need to pick up our self-esteem once again and see how this army works. It's actually been quite some time since I recorded the last episode, so I'm really reeling in how to do this again. So we have a giant for any real siege battles that probably could smash in the gate. And the way we have a manticore. I'm not quite sure what the manticore's function is going to be. I think this is more than what we could ask for. Unless that this is including our power reserve. Let's try and gamble, see whether or not we get a... We gained 1. Better than losing some, so not too bad. And I think we were able to Doomflux, Savage Dominion, summons a Cygor. Should remember to do that. And then enfeebling foe. And I think we'll just keep this guy with our infantry. We can keep these guys with them too. I think we want to spread too far, actually, because we are such low tier infantry. I don't think we can actually afford to spread our line too much. I think we keep these back to defend our archers, like we did previously. I think this is just going to be a not a bum rush, but a bull rush. So this is the lock group formation that's okay. And then we have, maybe we should just keep these guys back like this. And the Manticore fly. There's nothing really to hide behind in this map. Not quite sure what to think about that. Maybe we can sneak this in. No cover. Then they have to run all the way uphill. I think we'll just push them on one side. And I think the same goes for the flyer right here. And this was, I think it was hold, and then you can move the entire army. This is not working. And they're actually coming to us. I wonder if I press Alt and then right click, will I just make a, or stay in formation and charge? It seems like it. So that's the attack move that I wanted. I was asking for earlier. That's not too. I think this is the Beastman. What you can do on this difficulty is you can just basically press attack move. Oh, and we have to remember that we are a little bit faster than the rest of our troops. Oh, we actually want to see the gold wall go in here. Go, go, go! And he storms right through. I think he actually can go through to the archers. That's not too bad a year. I think we'll have this one also deploy right there. This one causing fear. And these ones can just tank back. Okay, that's great. Okay, we didn't even get to do anything about them. We wanted to see how our Opal right here did. This guy's the one who has all these cool animations that we wanted to see. Giant axe, that's... he was the one who had the death roll. I think he had more of our own troops right there than any other. Okay, but we don't need to fight this. Because it's just a settlement battle and everyone will be slaughtered at the end anyways. So maybe this was a little too much of a steamroll. We didn't even get to get that many kills before they just surrendered. So I think we'll keep those on auto resolve the next time. But it was nice to win though. Giant even didn't get to get in there. Maybe it's the Doom Bull. I think that's a unit called the Doom Bull that has this roll animation that destroys everything. Okay. Yes, we won. I love how it's a corrupted loot chest. So we don't have the Hearthstone to do anything about this. We could loot and race to get all the gold that we need for a settlement upgrade. I think we do that. Enemy hold our town, -1, minimum 1. Okay. And we got some levels. So no more points to put in that one. So we already have an AoE spell in the Dark of Doom, which I think we'll just upgrade. Okay, you can't undo it once you click it apparently, but that's fine. This guy also got an upgrade. And I think a lot of charge bonus, that's what we want him for. We want him to be our cavalry. That's fine. And a horde upgrade, it even notifies us that it's available. I think we'll take out the army before it encroaches in any place. Before it loots Caracascal. And then... +4 horde recruitment. Corruption and horde group, but we needed to all the building specs basically, so there's no... So we actually have some dread, but we found out that this is useless to purchase right now before we get any of the buildings. So what can else... Buy 1, and current capacity is 1. Malagor. Erected at level 2. That's not too expensive. And items for gold. I think I try this one. See what it does. Okay. Any will start at level 2. Existing can be upgraded without cost, so we can upgrade this for free now. Movement range, yes please. Recruitment capacity. And ambush chance, and it greatly improves the garrison. And unlocks improvement of harpies. That's great. Okay. Now we're actually losing money, but we purchased what we wanted, so that's fine. And this will take 1 turn, so I think we can end right there. So I actually thought that we were going to wage war on the stunties, but it seems like it's the goblins that hold these mountains. The moon is suffused with a deep dark crimson, a sign of the rage of the ruinous powers. And the call for the beastmen to see this rage manifested. It is you, Beast Lord. You must channel this hatred and direct it upon your enemies. And then we can choose to... Casualty replenishment, movement range, bestial rage, all armies, and income from raiding. So we actually do need gold, since we should have a lot of surplus already. So, and... gold seem to primarily come from raiding and then sacking cities. This is also very nice. But it's not for a lot of turns. 3 turns, 2 turns. I think we take this one. There's a lot of potential in that one. Endless herd, and then we just stay in raiding stance now and forever. So doing all this is very expensive, but we actually could, when we get the gold, get up to this. But we actually also have the surplus to do this. And that's where all the juicy stuff starts. So I think we'll just raid. Start raiding. And regenerate nothing from that. For some reason. So they do have some night goblins, shitty goblins, and archers, and a few mounts. Gift us cares. I think we'll fight this one. Let's take him. So the goblins have very low leadership, and that should be a benefit to us. We'll probably have to come to them, but that also shouldn't be a problem. The problem would be catching their mounted units, I think. Even though we are also pretty fast, I think this is fine. I wonder if we can simply... It seems like all our units can actually deploy. Almost all of the units. So we could deploy all on top of this hill right here. Except our very fast guy right here. I think this is fine, actually, because we have enough of a critical mass. So I think what's important is that we get to shut down this guy. The archers. Those are going to be very annoying. And I think we might just put some spears in front. But we want to incentivize them to actually go for us. Okay. And I'll probably put the shields right here in front. And then spread out with spears. And in hope that our giant can come, and or the manticore. I'm actually pretty surprised that we can yield all these. Like so. And then just have some on the flank right here. Fine. And then we have our flying unit right here. And then we just need to fly these up as fast as possible. And these just need to fire at will. And the Feral Manticore is getting up there pretty fast, that's great. And we want to cast this Doomflog ASAP. And I think if we can, then we want to focus down their archers. That's not too good. Not too shabby. I think he should just get in where they are hurting us, which is right over here. And then the giant maybe can take out the other side. I think these don't want to get stuck in combat like this. That is not the greatest use. And I don't see our hobbies. I don't think they should. running like that. That is not too great. We want this to happen, yes. And our archers are probably... they have followed them. That's not too great. Yes, they have broken them. We want to overcast this one. So I don't see their lord anywhere, I think. And where is our... Obviously they are again engaged in melee. That's not what we want them to do. I don't think we want him to be engaged in melee either. And we have failed to deploy our manticore. That's not the greatest. I think we are winning. With the pressure from all of these guys. Very good. Really failed to manage these. So that's the thing about the beachman. Maybe you can click, right-click, attack to just bum rush everything, but you have to manage all your fast troops to pick off all their lean troops. I don't think these fast guys are that capable in a lot of other things. We failed to even to deploy our Malagor. I think we'll just do it in the middle right here. This is not great. So I thought we were winning, but they're actually just taking apart our army. I think we should rather gather. So this is actually this isn't going too great now. Maybe the Manticore? Oh. So everything has actually rerouted. I think we'll just take everything, then get it somewhat assembled in the middle. So we can have an overview of what's happening. So very quickly, all our non-existent management skills were quickly revealed. And I think we can Alt, yes. If you hold Alt, then I don't know what this Chaos Giant is doing. Cravens, our warriors flee, and they actually lost a battle over there. This is not too great. So our armies is not really built to stand on its own. I think we can battle this lord this way. So this is the problem right now, that we have lost our fast-moving things to kill off. So we did win right now, but it sure wasn't pretty. I'm not too happy with how this ended. I'm wondering if this actually does friendly fire damage. It seems to not affect our units though. I don't think it does. Let's just end it. Okay. So, a great display of what happens when you don't manage your troops correctly. So, what happened was that they disintegrated, which was great. If we could stay on them with our fast-moving troops, hunt them down and make sure they didn't come back. But that wasn't what happened, because before they disintegrated, we did so too, and all our fast-moving units were destroyed and chased off the battlefield. So we have nothing to hunt down the fleeing units to press our advantage at that point, and then we got disintegrated and scattered to the wind chasing them. So maybe using something like God mode could have been advantageous there. But I think with God mode, you also have to micro a lot more because, for example, with the spearmen, at some point, it seemed like they were just standing there right in front of the battle, not doing anything. And so that's a little waste because you expect them to, when the enemy is somewhat close, then run in and help out their friends. Unit replenishment. Rage is full, so we don't need that. We could use some favor. Let's get the favor. Consume order.
You have exhausted the opportunities for destruction in these blood grounds, my lord. Before you move on to new lands, you should first perform a herdstone ritual and reap the rewards of your bloodshed.
Prevent others from colonizing ruins.
TWW2 dance me arifus.
He is pretty beat.
Akam sami tawas.
So maybe we actually want to destroy these pieces first. So it seems like it's a one-time thing, since it says that we can wait to do it. I don't know if we want to spend more money in this structure right here. I think it can hold its own for now. I think we will wait on the ritual just a little bit.
War darkness.
Well, we are gaining a lot of construction complete. We did not permanently lose any units. We were hurt pretty badly. I really want to catch this guy before he goes into hiding in his base, so we have to face both his garrison and him at the same time. And that's probably what he's going to do this turn. Maybe we should have switched our technology. He went over there instead. Because cooldown on the lore of beasts seems way better than...
Consider making camp, Beast Lord. An encampment will draw more gores to your cause, allowing your followers time to lick their wounds and give tribute to the dark gods.
So we have so much, we don't want to make camp because we still have the raiding plus effect, right? Wondering where we can see this. Old growth. Where we can see effects. Raise the Misty Mountains within 17 turns. And that was the quest item very far away. We should actually consider giving him some training. It's like seems like a very good thing to have long term. If he's going to stay in our army. So maybe we should think a little more long term with this guy. I think we want to chase down this guy. And since we have a timer for the Misty Mountains, we might as well. So we definitely want to keep being in raiding stance. Just to get all that gold while we have that mod for it. Notification settings. Events. So I don't know where we can see our effects that are currently active, but it was active for 6 turns, and 6 turns definitely has not passed yet. Oh, he's just playing with it now. That guy's probably just trying to obstruction us. Weapon strength, okay. Sober for once. No! That's not what we need around. So we'll take this cooldown. That seems like a great upgrade.
Malagor.
Now we can't move anywhere. Stealing a magical item. These actually all seem pretty great. I think we'll take this one. Ah, that's annoying. Now he's at full strength. He actually has 2 armies right there. That's not too great. Maybe we should consider doing the beat. I think this is the safest move. Beast path, we can do it. For some reason we can't do it. Not moved this turn. I don't think we have moved. Okay, for some reason we couldn't use the beast path, though. We just keep on raiding, then hope they don't take our city. And we don't have any global recruitment either. Not too great. We might be in a tricky situation if they decide both to attack us at the same time. And we definitely need to manage our troops a lot better. And leverage our giant a bit more. I haven't really seen the giant do much work yet. That is not too great. So this actually says Pyrrhic victory. I'm going to be really sad if I fight this and I lose, just due to my poor management skills. So if was it not for me actually filming this and making a video out of it, I was probably going to do the safe thing and then just click auto resolve. But I don't think my honor can bear that. So I fight the battle and then live with the consequences of it. I'm wondering why it's so favoring us. Oh, these seem to be upgraded. Razor Gore Herd. So I think those are the bigger version. And then we have a Shaman. They again have all this mounted spears. I think this seems fine. We have a lot of archers, and they are probably going to come for us. But we actually want the space to move back, so I don't think we want to corner camp, because then when we route, which we definitely will at some point, I think we're routing right off the map. But these actually might be also an upgraded version of the... So these are slightly bigger goatmen. So the gore are bigger than the ungore, which seems a little... It seemed like the guy from Narnia that helped out the little girl in the beginning. He seems a little bigger horns, bigger bodies. This is just cavalry. Very fast and shielded. And we have these guys, which are armor piercing. Armor piercing seems to be a great addition, but they do rampage. I think we have to keep that in mind. Okay, so we set up everything here. Keep this guy on a 1, and I think we learned from last time that we need to bombard the enemy as much as possible. Then I think we need to hold our front line a little bit better than we did last time. So we're not going to use the benefit of Vanguard deploying this battle. I think we're going to do something like this. We maybe need just to make room for all our archers. I think we can keep them together like this. They don't have they don't seem to have anything to punish us from blobbing up like this. Use the arrow keys to... Okay, that's nice. And then we want these on one side. Or these on the other side. 5. And have these in reserve. These 6. And we want to just deploy these when something flees. We press Alt, maybe Control. What does Control do? Nothing great. So Alt keeps everything in the same position, and then we just rotate it opposite to where our mouse is. Okay, something like that. And we can have these on the sidelines, these on the sidelines as well. Okay. So they're coming from for our cavalry, maybe? We don't want to get these guys caught, even though I think we might be able to smash them. Doesn't seem to be worth it to... And they are pivoting. So I think we should pivot too. They seem to have slightly longer range than us. This is the damaged army from before. Maybe we can break them very fast and then... If you can actually just keep them caged, I think that's fine. And somehow these just came into our back line with no penalty for it. We want this unit to shoot this guy. This unit as well. And then we want this harpy right here to chase off that guy. And now that unit rampage, that's not too great. We can help out that guy. This is not what we want to have happen. And we want to keep moving. So our swine have routed instantly, which is not so great. So these are very, very fast. I'm really surprised how fast they are. I think chariots might be a counter to cavalry. That might be the reason we are getting so slaughtered. I have no idea where our other harp unit went. I thought we have two of them. Yes, we did. And we want to get these back in line. And yes, Jason, very good, very good, very good. So this thing did not go too well. But this is not actually too shabby. That go away. That they use their walk when we have nothing in melee with them. Almost nothing, that is. I think we should hold our fire. Okay, at least routed two of them. I really can't seem to control these guys. This is great. We're sitting on a lot of winds of magic, which is definitely a waste. So that should not happen. So this... Wait, move, move, move! No, and they rampaged. That was not too great, and these are probably going into our back line if we don't do something about that. I think we should toggle fire at will at this point. These are lost. And I have no idea how... Okay, great. Go after this guy. So slowly and unsurely, we are actually picking them apart, which is great. I don't think we are going to get them. Again, we are sitting on way too much winds of magic, which is just a waste. And even though we have fast units, they aren't fast enough. I think that's pretty evident. And they have routed. And our swine as well. So I think we should just use these as... Go in. Bam. I think we should focus on the part we have here. Ouch. If we can get these routed guys off the field completely, I think we're in great shape actually. And I think we are not doing enough to their archers. Ah, they came back. Need to break now. So we have a lot of winds of magic. So one archer, one hobby unit. Where's the other? It's engaged, okay. Maybe we can relieve this other archer unit right here. We actually seem to be winning, I don't know how, but we actually seem to be. We really wanted to chase these guys. Chase them all. One of these left. Do something to their archers, please. And one guy fleeing. I think we want to murder their archers. Oh, our shaman is fleeing as well. That's not too great. Ah, I think he couldn't even win with that thing. I think we need our healthy units back here. Yes, 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 yes. And then finish them. Craven warriors. No. All your archers remain basically, and our harpies, which have done a great job. I think harpies, I thought they were going to be like a very light unit. But they seem to be, for some reason, doing all the heavy lifting right here. Wow. I think I forget to blink in these situations. So I have a lot of archers unit not engaged in... Oh, this is not too great. Having to resolve this. Yes. Got the spears. Victory is in our grasp. How did that happen? I have no idea. Move out of the way. I think we need badly run down everything that hasn't completely run off the field yet. have a hard time without any infantry at all to do this. Only our flying hobbies. Murder them, so we can't even catch them with flying nets. Okay, we actually managed to do it. But I think this is a situation where we actually want to hunt down as many as possible, because what we do not catch right here, you have to face later. And we are all out of ammo. So I think we can speed this up. If it's possible. So we really want to take out as much as possible, especially these lords right here. We can make them dead. At least hurt them, because I don't think we have a lot of things that can actually manage these. No. So we can maybe damage him a little bit. Oh, oh, oh. I think everything ended right there. So, in that battle, we managed to use up all of our ammunition. And I bet that the archers, yeah, they were the VIPs. Actually, the Brave Shaman got a lot of kills as well, even though we forgot to use our spells a lot. And I think even though the Gore Herds, they kept running, I think they stood their ground really well. And I think those were the ones that were left at the end. The Harpies, man, they carry every game, even though they don't cause fear in this one. So, Pyrrhic victory, like foreseen. Don't think it was better than the auto result, but we won, that's the important thing. That's the important thing. And they might have attacked us because they did not want us to. So, like, when you activate something on the Vortex map, they do not want this to go off so they can rebuild. We want the favor, I guess? Do we care about replenishment in the garrison when we have decimated the armies? I don't think we do. Let's just grab the favor. Public order, okay. We really want to get rid of this guy. Can we do something? Can assassinate him? I think we should try. But negative outcome is much greater. Hero failure. We get experience either way, I think. But we really want him in the army to train him. What can we do here? Assault units. Has a greater than 50% chance, but their units are already so wounded that we just want to catch them. I think we just go here. Interesting that he doesn't fly on the campaign map. Provides a garrison. Dread gained from battle. Faction wide. Faction wide. Okay, that's actually might be a little bit better than initially thought. I think we want to catch this army. See if we can do it on the next turn. The Scheme of Doom. It's not the one where they decimate the city. But this hero is following us around, raiding. Spare the warriors, sacrifice the warriors. 5 turns. I think we want the gold. And we have upgraded our magic a little bit. I think we need the leadership. Leadership is definitely an issue, it seems like. We still can't catch him due to the... But I think we should try to assassinate this guy, even though we expect the negative outcome will... is hero failure. We can move into the army again. So this is not the same route. But maybe we can cut him off. But I think that's an episode. We narrowly defended from a second invasion of goblins this time. Goblins seems to be not a lot of lesser problem than the orcs was, even though they are very fast, even for us. So follow in, check in, tune in for the next one, where we might perform ritual, where we hopefully will clear blight water from any blighted goblins. Have a good one.